Hi friends, I'm Phoebe. I'm on a music discovery journey and I would love for you to join me. Now I'm going to be checking out artists from around the world, old, new, and everything in between, because I've fallen behind on music over the years and I would like to catch up, or at least try. And that's why I started this channel, so that I could at least focus a bit more and sit down and really listen to and dissect lots of cool music. So if you like the sound of that, please like and subscribe. I'm happy for suggestions along the way as well, and I will share my suggestions and recommendations with you. I think that's only fair. Today we have a recommendation from Nocturnal, who says, here's a female solo metal project from Finland I thought you might enjoy. Now, this is Vermilia. I've never heard of Vermilia. It says her music is a mix of epic pagan metal, that sounds cool, and sweet, raw and melancholic vocal harmonies in her native language. Vermilia is creating everything as an independent artist, from music to graphics to videos to even shaman drums. Okay. I do have lyrics here, but it might be that I've had them translated. So we'll listen and we'll see what we have. This is the official video for Hautavajo. I could be wrong in how that is pronounced. So that's what I've seen the pronunciation of. But please correct me if I'm wrong. I want to do it some justice. Right, it's 5.5 minutes. Let's have a look. I will start and stop as well throughout. That's just to keep notes and make sure I'm observing and processing in the way that is most comfortable for me. If you want to see the whole thing though, and you're not into that, just check the link below, because you can see the whole thing without me talking, and that's kind of acceptable. I talk a lot. Anyway. Oh. Ugh. Really interesting. I don't understand a word because it's in Finnish, but the translation says, if everything stayed so quietly in place, the eyes would wither, the expressions of people staring at the void, shouting words mute, shadow souls knocking at the door. Fate brought us here. The light could not reach us. Now alone in the dark, we go into the twilight, when the last star of the night, the distant star, shines alone. Interesting. The sounds that you're hearing, so there's like real rough, harsher vocals at the start. They say, and then the kind of more ethereal sounding melancholic vocal harmonies for the chorus. It's like a quite a contrast. It's kind of nice, it's kind of pretty. And like at first I was like, oh, this is quite heavy. I like heavy, and I like the mix of the heavy and the lighter feel. If I understand the words, that's great, but if I don't, I want to feel something from it. And I like the at least the translation of lyrics, whilst they may not be completely accurate, I like them. So let's see if we can do a bit more as well. The worms. Ooh, I keep getting shudders, and my hair was standing on end. I was getting like weird. I don't know if it was like just. I don't know if it was goosebumps or if it was just that whole shudder. Anyway, I'm so simple. The drums. Oh. Uh-oh. So eerie, it's so creepy. I'm finding myself just mesmerized by what I'm seeing, what's going on, what I'm hearing. Those faces, the from the past, the traces of the dead, the people that once lived, decaying with all the worms or maggots or whatever it is in the ground. Perhaps. Oh my god, they did open their eyes. They open their eyes? They open their eyes. They open their eyes. They open their eyes? That was creepy as fuck. That was really interesting though. Like, I think the whole thing itself was what drew me in. So normally I might not be so keen on the harsher stuff, but I think because it had the lighter, the kind of vocal harmonies, the more wavy, the more mysterious, ethereal, dreamy, I don't know, that kind of sound. And the visuals were intriguing me. Seeing those weird beings, those the remains of the dead, almost like mummified, but not quite. And it was almost like she was performing a ritual, or she was just observing, or something was going on. Obviously, it says like this epic pagan metal. It felt witchy. It felt like something was going on. The candles, it was very almost cult-like, and just in a really strange, captivating way. If I were to just listen to that, the start of it, I probably would just be like, no, not for me. I can appreciate it though for what it is. But listening to the whole thing, there's something that's drawing me in, you know? And even if it's not for me, I always say this, but like, I appreciate the amount of work that goes into these things, and the artists. This is art. And I mean, overall, I thought that was brilliant. I there's something that's like, I want to hear more. I want to see more. She's a solo artist as well. She does so much of her own stuff. That's a hard graft. I loved the drums in that as well. The way they picked up the pace at certain points. I really loved that. I want to know if there's any more that I can find out about this song. Hautavajo. Does it tell us? Not on wiki. Maybe what is it about? Reviews, perhaps. I wonder. It's difficult when you check out a review, because you don't know what's going to be said in it, and you don't know where if there is appropriate stuff to read that kind of gets to the point. Let's see. Okay. She's more than just a singer, being responsible for all instruments in her one-woman black metal project. So do you reckon all of that was her that we heard? Because that is incredible. See, again, like, even if it was something I wasn't keen on, or if I didn't like, I have so much appreciation for what went into that. Even if it wasn't one person. But if it was one person, that's just really cool. Owner of a mesmerising voice, she will stun us all with her undisputed fashion of pagan black metal with northern and Scandinavian melodies. Yeah, it did feel like that. Offering us all beautiful lyrics in the form of poems about life, death and nature in her native language. Her name is Julia Matilla, usually referred to as her alter ego, Vermilia, a very creative woman and a free soul from the land of ice and snow who has a vision and a deep passion for music inside her head, always ready to let everything out in the form of her unique sounds. She was born and raised in a city in Finland, Harmoniina, and the regional capital of Hautavajo, located in the southern interior of the country and on the shores of Lake Vanachassavi. Vermilia has been crafting music since she was born, having done everything from classical music to folk singing to metal and everything in between. She grew up in a very musical family, which means making music has always been very natural to her. Moreover, she is also an audio engineer, always listening to different genres to find new ideas for her own sound and production, therefore keeping her music as fresh and unique as possible as each album releases. I love that. I'm a big lover of lots of different genres, and I think just I want to experience as much as I can. I might not like everything, but I like a lot of different things, and I think without trying things you just don't know, do you? I don't want to stick to just one particular sound or one particular genre. For me that's boring, and I respect anyone who does. It's personal choice, isn't it? But for me, I like listening and trying everything and seeing what sounds good. Does it talk much about this one though? It more talks about her life here. Her visuals are a crucial part of her music. You can savour that in all of her official videos on YouTube, including, and it includes this one. But it doesn't say much more on that. But she's incredibly captivating. I like the markings that she has on her face. I like the kind of air of mystery she has about her. I would like to hear more. I wonder which would be a good one to listen to. I'm guessing I'm going to subscribe to her on the old tube. Videos popular. Okay, so it looks like Maris is another video that might be her most popular, so I might check that out next. Alright, well thank you so much. Thank you to Nocturnal for suggesting that, because I don't know if I would have come across Vermilia. Someone may have suggested it as well already. I might miss the occasional one because it's a bit crazy in here at the moment and I'm just one person, but I try my best. I spend hours in the comments trying to interact with as many people as possible, and in the premieres I always show up to the premieres and make sure I hang out with everybody because that's very special to me. But can't always catch everything as much as I try, and I always try so hard. So thank you to anyone who comments, because I will get round to them eventually. I will see them all. I like most of them, especially if I see them I will like them, but I like to actually give them the time of day and actually read. And yeah, if you've got any suggestions or if you're familiar with Vermilia, let me know, because I'm intrigued. And I will see you for another one very soon, okay? So take care. Hopefully see you soon. And bye-bye.